Initial Create a Check Setup. Do the following to start Create a Check for the first time. Double-click the Create a Check icon to start the application. The Supervisor Login dialog box is displayed. This dialog box is used to enter and establish a login name and password for the Create a Check administrative user, who will set up user IDs and passwords for all other users. Create a Check should be started the first time by a supervisor level user. The user ID and password combination entered the first time Create a Check is started will be the only one accepted until user IDs and passwords are set up in the system for other users. The user ID field is not case sensitive, but the password is. Click OK to proceed to the activation dialog box. Your Create a Check serial number is automatically displayed by the system. If you have obtained your activation code from Piracle, enter the code and click OK. If not, click Later to proceed. The activation dialog box is displayed upon login until a code is entered. The activation code is a safeguard against fraudulent use of Create a Check. Before you can print valid checks, you must enter the code. Until you enter it, you can still set up Create a Check and practice using its options, but any checks that you print will be voided. To obtain an activation code, fill out the activation form enclosed in your package or available on your CD. Fax the completed form to Piracle, and we will provide you with an activation code when your bank has confirmed the authorized signers on the form. Verification may take up to 48 hours depending on your bank's response time. Once the code has been entered, the activation code dialog box will not appear again. The Print Quarterly Test Checks dialog box appears. On a quarterly basis, Create a Check will prompt the user to print test checks to be sent into Piracle for testing. The microline will be tested to make sure it is still within banking specifications. This testing service is part of your annual maintenance program. We recommend you print and review the instructions the first time you run the program. Once you proceed, the Create a Check main window is then displayed.